Hello guys, how are you? Thank you for being here. Tonight we are going to try to channel the murder during the Mardi Gras, the fasting holiday, the first day before starting the holiday called Fat, in translation Fat Tuesday, the day after you start the fasting, 40 days, no meat, no anything with meat, eggs, rice, and milk. It should be like this if it's the most strict, at least without the meat. Before 40 days before Easter. So Mardi Gras eventually is translated the Fat Tuesday for the Catholics, just to remind the rest of the people who doesn't know this name is a Catholic holiday. It's different in other countries. Let's say in Greece we have Orthodox holiday that we do celebrate eventually the Monday, that is a cleansing Monday, the start of that first week when eventually the two few days before, the weekend before, from Friday to Sunday, before the cleansing Monday. Katra Deftera is a Greek expression for that cleansing Monday when it's starting 40 days of the fasting. So it's a little bit different here, what I understood from Catholic. They start to have this carnival as well involved on the weekend before, and eventually Tuesday is the Fat Tuesday. That's what I understand. So here it is a little bit like confusion, but different culture, different religious festival. But in a base, it's the fasting. It's about celebration, carnival period when you can imagine people are on the streets, over drinking, overdosing as well. That's what is was happening here. We are going to talk about the Espinoza, murder of the priest Espinoza, the young girl, 21 years old, that was uh, drunken, abused, dragged from a couple, married couple. Eventually, that was idea of the drugged uh, junkie woman that was um, eventually pushing her husband to help her to kill her, and not just to kill as well, to burn her body. Totally, pardon, crazy state. So here it is as well. They remember to do this exactly on that, I would say, holiday because it's starting the fasting. We are going as well to use during the channeling the tarot readings as well, tarot cards as well, the ghost box. We're trying to connect to see what is the confusion. I have the feeling, guys, that eventually Christy Espinosa, yes, he was drunk, she was celebrating, and they pick her up somewhere, like literally trying to help her out, going from the same bar out, right, to help her out, to take advantage of her for this sick idea of a not a couple, I would say, violent wife under whose idea was bad influence was a husband, I would say. Again, he was so submissive, and there was like a saying, what I understood, that eventually this um, weird couple, married couple, they were having multiple times police coming for domestic violence because eventually the wife was one that was having the violence attacks over her husband, and she was charged already few times. And um, her name is Marta Medina Hernandez. You have it on the cover page, right? The couple Hernandez, Marta Medina, 26, and her husband Kenneth Hernandez, 33. As well, you have the photo image that you could check the aura of the Christy Lynn Espinoza, beautiful girl, by the way, very nice, sweet angel. So what happened finally? How they found Christy? We are going reverse story. Christy Lynn Espinoza was found 5 a.m. in the morning, like Wednesday early morning, 5 a.m. Literally, her body was burning, And uh, literally, people, when they arrived, they thought it was a bunch of wood or something else. Nobody would think it's somebody is there is burning a human there, literally. Uh, Her body was found in a field near the 6,000 block of the North Imperial Drive in eastern Travis County on the morning of February the 25th. She was last seen during the Austin Mardi Gras celebration. So don't forget that that night, that's happening the same night, right? The night before, right? And during that night, there were drinking people, they were going from one to another bar and celebrating. Probably they were watching as well all day. They were watching the carnival. If there was a carnival in Austin, I don't know, sorry. I don't have there nobody. And as well, I have seen today very nice the carnival procession in New Orleans. That's where I have some people, so it's very nice. And maybe in Austin is the same, but definitely people are having a lot of parties, like it's, let's say, here in South Europe, in Greece, when it started the 40 days we are having the carnival parties the weekend before, and then we have a Monday that it stopped. Monday it's a cleansing Monday, and we have just a seafood. Everybody goes to a simple fish taverna or to a nice one, whatever. Everybody goes by the sea to the fish tavernas. All the city goes towards the seaside, and there is plus the kites surfing. That's the ritual in Athens. So what's happening there? Were this over drinking, overdosing? For sure it was. Uh, was this girl, I'm going to ask the cards, uh, Christy Espinoza, did they put her something in a drink or she was just over drunken? Christy Espinoza, did Christy Espinoza got a spiked drink? No, it was flirting her. Wow, here it is, King Wands. Eventually was flirting her Kenneth Hernandez. Who was flirting her Kenneth Hernandez. Wow, it's a truth. Yes, it was flirting her, and it said even more than once. Wow. He was flirting Christy Espinoza, uh, uh, probably indoor in that bar, wherever they were together, seen, and as well, was he rejected from Christie? Wow, she didn't want to have obligation. Yes, he found him more serious. That's what I see. And wow, did he approach her because of that? One second. Again, I'm seeing here the world card. Wow. He tried a second time and then she was gone, guys. That's my card in the reading for the murders of finishing the life. Explain me more. Was that the husband, Kenneth Hernandez, killed her? Wow, I have a magician, guys. And he returned. I have two times. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands. In this case, I heard like a second time. He approached her. He was trying to um, flirt her. First time, she rejected him, and and he was annoyed with her, and she didn't like his approach. That's what I see. He immediately found him like a player with the Seven of Wands and King of Wands energy. These are the first vibration that Christy got from him, and she rejected him, guys. That's the total truth. As well, there is the next card. It's a total truth, and he returned to manifest again to push her for a second time with the Six of Wands and Wheel of Fortune. That's for me second time card in this case. And then it happened, the disaster. One second. Did was Marta idea to have her sexually assaulted Christy? Because there are different stories that eventually Marta said in the police, different. They were changing all the time stories. So here it is. He sent him, as you see, and he eventually rejected to kill her. So he was literally This was Mart's idea. He was just a messenger. Here it is. It's shown the night of that is literally sent from her. So I think it is confirming Martha. It was Martha's idea. He was just a messenger playing with her, but eventually was idea to bring her back. Eventually, here it is, like to bring her somewhere indoor, and he rejected to literally to get abusive with her. What I understood. So here, indoor card is explained with the car. Yes, it's a car, not indoor indoor. One second, I'm going to explain this next card. Was Did the murder happened in the car? Wow. Yes, they drag her in the car, and then it was like a trap, four swords, literally. Um, from the trap from the wife, Martha, as you see, guys. Do you see it, guys? One second. Tell me what can comments while I'm channeling, guys. Sorry that sometimes we don't have a moderators are coming here only voluntary, so sometimes I don't see immediately your text. I apologize. So here it is. Yes, the wife is the one that was her idea, Queen of Pentacle, and they drag her to a car that was a trap. Idea was to drag her in the car. Was she taken in at home, somewhere indoor? Oh my God, yes, she was taken indoor. Yes, she it was not happening just in the car. She was taken somewhere indoor. Was she raped? Was she raped? Guys, I'm getting the working place. Wow, somewhere near. It was not like at their home. It was like somewhere where one of them worked near. Is it a garage where they work? Let's say if it's. I think somebody said that this Kenneth Hernandez was like working in some hospital. Was it in some garage of the hospital, or I don't know where was Martha working? I'm not aware of that part. Definitely. I don't know what is the whole story, and I don't want to know the story. I'm trying to channel from the tarot and from the voices that I'm getting here. Because it's a very, very weird story. Because they were changing so many stories, I didn't want to read any of the story. I'm just going by the flow to make the correction of all the ideas. So, was she raped? Was Christy Espinoza raped from Kenneth? No, I'm getting the death card. Two times I got no, no. Was Martha ready to rape Christy? Because, guys, maybe it's Martha ideas. Martha was in charge of, here it is, to seduce her, to put her something in a drink. Wow. I do believe the tower moment is that she was the one that was keeping the secret, and this secret was suddenly like a trap. The Martha was one that was waiting for her to have reaction of this drink. They put her something in a drink just to be literally manipulated easily. Guys, to remind you, we don't have explanation why somebody is evil and want to kill anybody, but this is a perfect example of that because Marta Medina was just um, using the drugs as well. When you use the drugs, you're already manipulating by 4D, like evil forces. And whatever she was pushing, this idea, she was as well known as a drug addicted. She was eventually, whatever he was getting, these sick ideas, her husband was somehow submitting and listening to her. Did they really told to Chrissy to have a threesome? That's what I heard one of the questions. Like they hold it like a secret and then when she was in the car they threat her. Wow. But as well as you see, her husband is shown here like the one that didn't want to get involved, that this was not his intention, that this was everything, all the ideas were coming about this attack and these weird sick ideas, what we are going to do, and what spontaneously I'm getting a new sick idea, what how I'm going to do, and not just to rape her but to finish her, to literally to kill this young girl. Everything was spontaneously from the sick mind, manipulated by devil from Martha Medina. Is it still the devil talking through Martha? Is it Martha still possessed? Wow, it left. That's what I'm getting, guys. Yes, when they finish, classical story, when they finish the manipulation, they use the Marta Medina body for the drugs. Literally, the dark forces, they use her, and then she was left. When she's already in the police, when she already killed somebody, she already destroyed her life and life of Kenneth, her husband, and she killed the third person, right? Three people are here in stake from the devil's energy, and the devil has done, the business is gone. Was again repeating the question, the last one from the readers from the YouTube family. Was Christy Espinosa raped? Guys, only from everything comes from the Marta Medina, from the wife. All the sick ideas were coming from her Empress, Queen of Pentacles. Tell me, did Kenneth Hernandez ever slept with Christy before? No. Uh, did Kenneth Hernandez slept that night with Christy? Not to say raped her, slept. All the time is showing his wife. He was just not enough courageous to literally confront his wife. That's how I see it. So I'm going to record it now. Let's see. Did Christy Espinosa arrive to their home? No, I don't see it. So she was assaulted. Was she assaulted in a working place? I think yes. I have eight of pentacles, then I get an eight of wands. Yes. Uh, let's see. Let me record this. 1 second, guys. Who killed Christy Espinoza? Definitely this couple was in charge, Marta and Kenneth Hernandez, but Marta is the one in charge. That was her idea. Eventually, just was used as a carrot. The king of wands, her husband Kenneth, was just flirting her for once, but she rejected him. But then he returned because his wife pushed him for a second time to return, but as well, Chrissy didn't want to have any kind of obligation with him. And then she was finished. Everything was idea by his wife, Marta, totally, and as well, she was holding her here, waiting for trap through the drinks, like a spiky drink, to drug her and then to abuse her. She abused her. So Marta Medina Hernandez is a killer. One second, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm putting the hashtags. Christy Espinoza. Marta Fernandez. Marta Gross. Second, guys, let me hashtag everything. This will be a 60 seconds downloaded world application. So you can check as well in a short version on YouTube as well, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, this is going to pass. The next will be parallel one more story, one Espinoza, one more Espinoza girl that was again killed from a girlfriend, but was involved again like a couple, male friend and her girlfriend as well. So we are going to have a parallel as well. This was not a Mardi Gras case, it happened in July, but anyway, we are going to just have a parallel between two cases as well. It's interesting, they have the same family name as well. There was a couple involved in killing an innocent young girl, similar age. So, 1 second, guys. You can just download the first one, the last on YouTube, the last post. Okay, here it is. Let's see the next case, guys. We're going to compare it. Just for a start, let's ask the ghost box. Oh my god, you're here. Are you dead? You're not with us. Yes, you're a spirit now. Yes, you're dead. Dear spirits, we're trying to ask for Christy Espinoza. We're trying to connect with Christy Espinoza as well, Etzel Espinoza. Who killed Christy Espinoza? Was it Marta Medina or her husband? Was it Marta or Kenneth? Who killed Christy Espinoza? Like. Who liked? You think Kenneth liked her and Marta, his wife, was jealous of Christy Espinoza? You think that the husband, Kenneth, liked her in the bar while they were drinking, and then Marta, his wife, was jealous, right? Is that the idea? I think that's what you wanted to say. But uh, who killed her literally? I understand that they were both there, that they threatened her, like tease her, invite her to a car. However, they were all drunken. I know I have feeling that Marta done everything. Whole idea was Marta's idea. As well, the answer is that Marta insulted her, right? Did Marta rape her? Because Kenneth never touched her. What I understood, Kenneth uh, didn't try to have a sex with her. He was just flirting her in the bar. He's a drunken guy. And then Marta got weird idea to take her, to invite her, and then they push her like, let's have a threesome. Eventually, Marta was. Sister. What about? What about sister? Tell me. Whose sister? Who was involved? Whose sister you are talking about? The name of the sister? Give me the name of the sister. Watching. Hmm. Is it her sister watching? That's so cool. Our widow, bravo. That is a good one. If the sister of Christ is watching, Arthur, and the sister is watching, the sister of Espinoza is watching. Watching. That's a good one. And we have another question. Arthur. Pardon, what did you say? Arthur? One second, let me check the vocabulary. What did they say? Arthur. Guys, we had to talk about Arthur, the next team. Ghostbox always give me a new team. Dear spirits, can you tell me where is Arthur from? Where is Arthur from? What did I press on? Which city it is? You. You. My name is Gala. What about me? Is it watching my sister? Maybe my sister is watching my channel. It's possible, yes. I want to ask you again about the Espinoza case. Can we connect to another Espinoza, Etzel Espinoza? We are trying to connect as well to the Etzel Espinoza because this another girl, Etzel or Itzel, I don't know how you pronounce this. Uh, she literally was killed before her 18th birthday, and there were again involved two people, her friends, boy and girl, Lindsay, Brianna Hagliar, and Jesus, her friend. I want to ask Itzel Espinoza, if she can talk with us. Who, maybe, was she aware of this or she was not aware who killed her directly? I know that Lindsay was her friend and they were fighting. Lindsay was jealous of her, but uh, was directly Jesus involved because the gun was of Jesus? Did he kill her or was everything Lindsay idea? I have the feeling here, guys, as well. The girl. Don't leave. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Can you confirm me? Is it Lindsay or Jesus? Who killed Itzel Espinoza? Is it Jesus? Is it Jesus? No, he was just holding, guys. Pages where he was just holding the weapon. Exactly, because it's saying that it's his gun. Lindsay, Lindsay is the killer, right? Yes. Yes. Yes, we got the guys two times confirmation from the spirit in here. Lindsay finished her. She was over dominant and she asked a gun from him. Was Lindsay jealous of uh, Jesus liking itself? Uh, like she feels always miss she was feeling jealousy and like miss opportunity comparing with her life. That's what I see. Lindsay was always comparing herself with Itzel Espinoza, that was by the way Instagram girl. We have another Instagram girl story for you guys the next weekend as well. Actually Shark is the next team. Let's remember this. Why Lindsay done this? Was Lindsay in love with Jesus? Again, guys, here it is the story. There is a story that Lindsay was eventually, yes, this was about the boyfriend. Was it her boyfriend that she liked, the man who was. Be quiet. Tell me, I'm waiting for your answer. Yes, we'll wait for you, spirit. Tell me, dear spirit, who is this King of Pentacles in this story? Definitely was this Lindsay was jealous of somebody who was uh, when they were going. Yes. Yes, he was jealous when they were going out, and there was a man who was literally a gentleman with Itzel Spinoza, and she was attractive. She was having an Instagram profile. She was having 60,000 followers. She was jealous of her gentleman that he was taking her out. Is Jesus totally innocent? Yes, everything goes on her. Like I said, Lindsay was in charge all the time getting caught. Lindsay, Lindsay, Lindsay. Not a Jesus. Should they should they literally should they release Jesus from jail? Like he's on a hold. I do believe that he will be watching you. He will I do believe that Jesus will go out earlier, like a secret agreement because he negotiating something with the police. That's what I think. Yes. What about car? There was a guy who moved her. Yes, in his car, right? Because of his car, right? There was another guy. Was there another guy that moved her in the car? That moved her body? Yes, guys. There were another guy that moved her with the car, and this was as well here, the chariot, and she just said car. Interesting. When I open this card. Do tell me. What is the name of that guy? Yes, there was another person was asked to move her with the car. So let's check up just shortly her story on July 3rd. Listen. Yes, do tell me. After the argument near 35th Street and Southern Avenue in Phoenix, Itzel Espinoza body was found in an alley in the passenger side of the car with a multiple gunshot wound. Wow, not one, multiple gunshot. Drip? Explain me more. What about drip? So she was to be in September, I believe she would have 18 years. She was still not having 18 years. And uh, her father Eduardo was warning her that she is in a bad company. She didn't like, he had his gut feeling that he's in a dangerous company. He didn't like her friends. So here it is. There is one more person, right? Jesus Padilla. That was her friend that eventually they were all friends, Jesus and Itzel Espinoza and Lindsay, and in the middle of this fight was he as well, and then there was his gun. He was going around with the gun, and eventually they knew that he possessed the gun, and he asked him just, uh, he pushed him to give her a gun. And whose car was it? My question is yes, she was found in a car, but whose car was that? Was it her car? Why did your spirit tell me car? You want to say there is a third man involved, third person involved in this case? Why the spirit mentioned car? Yes, she was found dead in the car, we know this, around 5:30 a.m. on July 3rd. Tell me, what about priest? What about the priest? I have a lot of things from the priests here. Yes, I have a lot of things here from the prayer, if you ask me. I'm going to pray for you, my dear spirit, that you're helping me out. She just said priest. He's missing me. The priests are missing me because I was in a temple in a monastery project with the orphans back in Thailand. And there is a priest, a monk that is missing me, for sure. They're missing me in the project. I do believe that. I get nervous. I just miss so much being back in Asia, guys. It really sucks being here stuck in a COVID political crisis and not opening the borders of Thailand and Indonesia. Really. So here it is the answer. That vehicle, that car don't belong to her. It's not the victim vehicle. So whose car it is? Whose car it is? It's, this story is unfinished, guys. We're going to return to this story for sure another time. Guys, I'm just going to record this. Here it is.
Be careful.
Yes. About what? Careful about what? Tell me. From the bad spirits, right? Right? I'm going to close the session with you. Dear Spirit, thank you for helping us.
Water.
And the holy water, yes. I have a holy water, yes. I have a holy water. I will sprinkle the holy water. You see how the Spirit is helping me out. I have to sprinkle the holy water. Okay, is it better? I'm going to sprinkle all over the place. That's the holy water, guys, from Greece. In the temple. Thank you, dear spirits. Thank you for today.
Lady.
What about lady? Tell me. Yes? Which lady? Tell me about the lady. What about lady? Neighbor lady or something like that? Is the lady in my building? Guys, I'm going to repeat. Itzel Espinoza was killed from Lindsay directly. Jesus was not in charge. He was just holding the gun. That was his gun. But the whole idea was all the time is repeating it was her idea. And yes, Lindsay was jealous of the gentleman that was flirting Itzel Espinoza, and she was jealous literally not taking her somewhere with this gentleman. That's what I see, like a missed opportunity. She was feeling like left on cold as well. Jesus doesn't have nothing with this, just he had a gun there and he pushed him because they were all together to use his gun as well. There is a secret to be revealed about whose car it is because this is somebody who's out of this picture. There is a person secret about the vehicle, whose car it is. That's another person like a teamwork.
Sad. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you, Sarah, for being with us. Can you give me an idea for the next story? Any kind of mystery story that you can help me out? Give me the names. This is Itzel Espinosa. Thank you, dear spirits. Thank you for being with us.
Martha.
Marta, I think you told me before Marta a few times. Yes, Marta, Sarah. I should do the story about Marta. Marta, Sarah. Anybody else? Marta, And Sarah, thank you very much. Rest in peace. Thank you, dear spirits. Marta should be our next team. We will check Marta later. So let me just hashtag pizza Espinoza. Instagram girl murder. Second profile. Welcome questions, guys. You can leave your comments. Do you know any Marta, by the way? Because Spirit Box just told us to check Marta for the next case. Any missing mysterious murder case or missing disappeared person, Marta? Welcome to share with us. Do write it in the live stream or under the video when it's downloaded, guys. Send me your ideas about the missing, disappeared Marta. That will be one of the next theme. That's what the ghost box suggested now. Okay. So tonight we're finishing two mystery stories. Couple involved in killing two Espinoza girls, Christy Espinoza and on the carnival day, and Itzel Espinoza as well, killed from a couple of friends. Guys, thank you in advance for the PayPal donation. Thank you for being here. Welcome to check the short version. It will be downloading the short version as well. I'm going to post it. And do check out the Tartarism sale and DM me in Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. Welcome to write me as well. If you pre-order on PayPal, you can write me a question and get your answer in a small video on YouTube, separate from the live stream if you don't have time for a live stream. As well, during the live stream, if you bring one more person, the new subscriber, and bring one new subscriber plus one plus one, getting the coupon for free reading, full free reading 60 years value. Kiss it all and do pray that these families, Espinoza, family of Itzel and Christy Espinoza, get the closure about the mystery, who was really in charge, and what about the car, who was the owner of that car of Itzel Espinoza. Do write your comments. Kisses to all, and justice have to be served, guys.